Well, 9 months into his administration, President Trump delivering a one-two punch to some of President Obama's signature achievements.
I just keep hearing repeal, replace, repeal, replace. Well, we're starting that process. Iran is not living up to the spirit of the deal. We cannot and will not make this certification.
Here to react, New York Post columnist and Fox News contributor Michael Goodwin. Michael, thanks for joining us this morning. Sure. You had a great column in the New York Post yesterday. Says President Trump doesn't owe Obama anything, and the two big things he did last week are part of just dismantling someone he disagrees with.
Right. And what is really striking is just how the continuation of the campaign in terms of the media's coverage of these things, as though everything Trump does is wrong, and therefore, if you're changing anything Obama did, why, you have to be wrong because everything was perfect. So whether it's the failures of Obamacare, it's the failures of the Iran deal, those are the two big Obama issues. The press doesn't acknowledge problems with either one of them. So as I say, the media bias never takes a holiday.
Well, maybe the press doesn't recognize the problems, but look at the Democrats. The Democrats have said, look, Obamacare is messed up. We've got to fix it. And they would like to, do a tinker around the edges with it. And then if you ask Chuck Schumer about the Iran deal, right, I'm sure he'd go, yeah, it's a stink bomb. I can't believe we signed it.
Yeah, but now he says, let's not scrap it. So the Democrats are united that everything Obama did was perfect, and the media echoes that all the time. And so what we have here is the president. Look, I'm not saying everything Trump does is right, but I think his policy choices, not his tweets, not his personality, but his policy choices have to be discussed thoughtfully and in ways that look at the problems, not just if he's changing it, it must be wrong.
Well, on this point, let's let the media and the Democrats speak to themselves on this. Listen to this.
Never, though, have we seen a president so seemingly bent on reversing, negating, even obliterating his predecessor's signature accomplishment.
Every time he talks about anything that President Obama did, he talks about it in these very caustic terms, as if he's jealous or envious of the esteem with which Obama left office.
It is a sabotage and, quite frankly, a real disservice to the American people.
Okay, none of that shocks us because, for the most part, the Democrats and the mainstream media tried to defeat candidate Donald Trump, and now that he's president, they're trying to screw up his administration.
Right. Well, and it's interesting, Nancy Pelosi used the word sabotage. So did the New York Times editorial page. So this echo of the Democratic talking points.
Collusion?
But it's this echo of the Democratic talking points. And look, I think we have serious problems in this country, and for the media to denounce everything the president does, where the criticism is the news, without any consideration of the problems he has inherited and what he's trying to do about them. He may fail, but let's at least give him the opportunity to make his case instead of just denouncing him knee-jerk every time he opens his mouth. I mean, these are serious problems. They cannot be ignored.
And then, of course, because the media doesn't do its job, it doesn't also force the Democrats to be introspective about why their policies didn't work.
Well, and many of these problems, these policies, frankly, are because the media never challenged Obama on anything. They were cheerleaders for Obama, and they're still cheerleaders for everything Obama did.
All right. Donald Trump does not owe President Obama an apology. That is the topic of Michael Goodwin's column. Check it out at the New York Post.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate your time.